How to get a cash out advance loan with bad credit and get up to 2 million incredibly fast and even up to 25,000 same day instant approval. I'm going to show you all that and a lot more. What I want to get out of the way is this is not going to be a cash out advance directly with a credit card where you've probably heard of that traditionally. This will be more of a business loan slash merchant cash advance where I will go into how you can get business funding so you can continue to build, grow, expand, and even get out of a tight pinch. And I'll even cover some of these credit card tips as a cash advance as I go along. But before I get started, if this is the first time you're watching me, my name is Michael from Viral Funding Solutions, and I come out with content like this on the channel, on my blog, and in other places on all small business loans, credit building tips, fixing credit, taking advantage of different opportunities online as they come by, and so much more. So if you have not subscribed, please go ahead and do so and click that bell notification icon right next to it so you do not miss any future videos I will be coming out with. Let's get right into this. So I'm going to get into the share screen in just a moment to show you where you can get one of these cash advances for your business, get a higher and even a better limit as opposed to strictly getting a credit card that then you can use a cash advance possibly for these personal uses. I'm going to show you how to get a merchant cash advance through your business. And it's going to be an untraditional one. This will be more of a hybrid. So it's not based off of taking a percentage of your credit card receivables and even your debit card receivables. And there is no other things that can be very variable and it might fluctuate. So if you make a certain amount per day, you do a lot more in sales, you get taken out more. If you do less in sales, you get taken out less. And it can be this hybrid that I have for you can be generally less expensive. Now, how a merchant cash out advance works is what you need to understand. And I have other content on this I'll leave down below in the description. And for ways for you to get a hold of me in case you want me to understand your business better, but you as an individual even more, and you would like a more personalized and customized approach on what you can qualify for. What is your best funding option and options? Very thoroughly broken down. There will be a form, a questionnaire below. Check that out in time and fill out those funding details. It comes into my inbox where then I will analyze, evaluate it, and then give you a proper response back via email. So make sure to look out for that once done. Now, a merchant cash advance is given to you based off of your credit card receivables. If you're taking any kind of like credit card processing, using credit cards in your business, and it's based upon the amount of deposits that go into the accounts and what's reflected on your bank statement. So the more the better. Generally speaking, it is 3+ amount of deposits. The more the better. Huge amounts of deposits can help, but try not to have it like one per month or even twice per month. Try to do more than 3 if possible. And even if they're small amounts, the more the better, and they can even add up over time. And like I said, a traditional merchant cash advance is taking away a future percentage of your credit card receivables. It can be somewhere pretty high. It can be like 10%, 20% plus. So it just depends on what you're doing on a daily basis with your sales. And it can cause some fluctuations. It can possibly cause cash flow problems. So if you're currently struggling with that, I'll show you an alternative. Perhaps you don't struggle with that now, but in the future are projecting that will be the case, or you just need some emergency funds or some seasonal changes where you don't specifically need a lump sum of this cash advance. And you would like to see an alternative. Again, if you're looking for a credit card cash advance, I may have other material on that I'll try to link to down below, if not in time. If not currently, I'll have it in time. But through the credit card route, once you get that cash advance, there can be a certain limit to it, and you don't get enough of what you want, specifically if you're using it for your business or for other purposes, and maybe what you use it for. How much you actually need. It might not be too much, but you start paying already on it very quickly once you take those draws out. It's not like you're making a product purchase and you wait some time to make those payments. The interest can be a bit higher, and there are some other parts of it that it may not be as desirable. So those are some of the things to look out as part of the cons on that, and the limit and so forth. So now let me get into the share screen and show you a specific program I recommend for anybody struggling with not only bad credit, but if you have good credit as well, where to turn to. And at the moment, I think the screen just went black, but this is a company here called David Allen Capital Inc., where I've helped out plenty of people, not only with bad credit, with good credit, excellent credit, clients of different revenues get this merchant cash advance that is a hybrid. We don't take a future percentage of your credit card and even debit card receivables. You know what you're getting. It's generally 50% less expensive. It is a hybrid, as I just mentioned. And we calculate on total payback, not interest rates, not these APRs that you see traditionally through a bank. And I'll get into that in a moment, but all the material on this program I will leave for you down below in the description, or where there will be single reviews on them. So you can view the David Allen Capital link as a whole. You can see some of the other branches that they have that I will quickly go through here, but you can get up to 2 million incredibly fast funding. So if you currently have a credit card with cash advance capabilities, and maybe you're not getting enough of that limit, or you are, but the fees are much higher, which is one thing you have to be careful of. They can be much higher in a lot of cases. You start paying on it immediately. It's not like a product purchase. And this is something similar to these merchant cash advances. If you get wired this, or you get to your account, ACH or however it is, and then you would get it and you can immediately start using it, then you start getting that rate drawn on that. And meaning what your total payback is what you'll have to pay back. And I'll get into it in a little bit, but not too much. Again, those other videos down below will cover it. And so you can get up to 2 million incredibly fast funding here, and you can get the best offer. We'll go and shop for the best offers and present to you the best one, the one that makes the most sense from the best lenders out there. That's why I highly recommend them. There are brokerages such as David Allen Capital Link. There are direct lenders. I work with both. There's a huge advantage of coming here with DAC, which is David Allen Capital, and that you can get the best offer. And it's a very great and nurtured process, very straightforward, a lot of benefits and upsides to this as opposed to just going to a direct lender in a lot of cases. So make sure to check them out again down below. There's also an up to 25,000 today program where you can get started with as little as a 450 plus FICO. So now getting into this equation is the credit score on how to get these cash advances for business with as little as a 450 plus FICO, instant approval and same day funding. There's nothing out there like this on the market that helps you in the way that with David Allen Capital does through their Bank Breezy program. So some of the details here, and there will be a specific video, again, that's single on this Bank Breezy program that I'll leave down below. 5,000 plus monthly bank revenue, a business checking account, 6+ months in business, a 450 plus FICO credit score is all that is asked for. All industries are welcomed. You can get more funds when you need it. Payment history will earn you more. Add-on funds are available. You get to receive funds time and time again. You get a personalized account manager to hold you by the hand. So you don't have to feel like this lone wolf going through the forest or wherever you're at in the wild, hunting for your meat, but it's so cold out. You don't know where to go and turn to. You don't have anybody to support you. That will be the opposite here as you get all of that and much more, as myself included, so I can help you along the way. And so this is their Bank Breezy program. I alluded to earlier how they have an up to 2 million program. If you qualify for that one, you have to be doing at the moment 15,000 plus per month within each of the last 3 months, and we can get you that amount. The type of rates you can expect, we calculate on total payback, not exactly interest rates that are more confusing. It can be a little bit more when we calculate overall total cost of financing and more, can be much more costly. So it's very simple. You get a 1.19 to a 1.49 with the up to 2 million program is what you would expect. So if you get 25,000, then we would take 1.19 through 1.49, one of those numbers between that. And we'd say, okay, if it's 25,000, you got 1.35, multiply that by 1.35 by 25,000 is what you can expect to pay back. And we can calculate, I can do all this for you daily, monthly, daily, weekly, biweekly, monthly, and what that would all turn out. I'll give you some scenarios. But the best way to know is to go in there and put in an application. And like I said earlier, there's this business questionnaire form you can fill out down below in the description for your business, where you will get a questionnaire form here and get a personalized and customized email response from me, as I said earlier, for your best funding option and options. Plus, you will get a free 6-step pre-approval lending checklist to get you approved for funding faster. So the benefit of this too is you get this free 6-step pre-approval lending checklist that you will be able to look at. It's very nicely put together by myself through all my experience of helping various people of different industries. I worked with them all, of all different types of services, not just the cash advance. I do SBA loans, 7As, 504s. I can help you with idle loans. We're talking any other SBA. We're talking about bank term loans, unsecured business term loans, secured business term loans, equipment financing, business lines of credits, which I will get into just shortly, and a lot more, personal startup loans. The list goes on and on. So look out for all of this stuff down below in the description. But I love cash advances because you can get the funding you need much faster. Sure, you might get more of a medium to high rate, factor rate, etc. But at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself, does the benefit exceed my repayment? It's no longer a look at the rate. Yeah, the rate is here, but you will always complain at a rate level because you don't get past that, and you have to look at actually the repayment on anything. And it looks like that with your credit card for personal uses through cash advances or any other way. You have to look at what my benefit is as opposed to exactly just what the repayment is, and look at that and say, well, this is going to help me keep my business stable, or I will increase my profit. So it just makes sense to move forward. And even if it is a short-term use, you can use it for 4 to 24 months. Usually you see a lot of cases 4 to 18, 3 to 18 months. With the up to 25K Bank Breezy program, it is 4 to 6 months. With the other one, if you're doing 15,000 and above, you're getting 4 to 24 months, more or less there. And so that's what you can expect. And there are some rates with the Bank Breezy that can be a little bit higher because you're higher risk. So if you're doing less than 15,000, it's 1.19 to 1.69. But again, like I said, does the benefit of what you are getting exceed those rates, and especially the repayment? You have to look at all that. I don't want it to ever hurt your business. So then you can also get things like customer financing, payment processing. There's a lot more through health programs. You also get a line of credit, and all this again will be down below for you to get started. I highly recommend going through this program. And if you're watching this and you're like, well, maybe I qualify for other options. Maybe you're starting to look at a bank term loan, or perhaps you don't qualify for all of that, and that's why you are here, and you know that. But again, like I said, if you can fill out this questionnaire, that will be another way to go about it. And again, I will be able to analyze and see and give you a proper response. You're not having to go through program after program wondering, oh, okay, can this person finally help me? I got this over here. Can we do this? You're going to get the best answer there from a broker / agent like myself, who's been in this industry for a while and has also helped in real estate financing, building business credit, and a lot more services. So if you would like to get a line of credit and withdraw the funds whenever you would like, have those funds in your account, not have to get a lump sum and use it up all at once. If you don't know the project or the projects you're using it for, or that particular use, you don't need to use it all up at once, then you can withdraw the funds whenever you would like to with a line of credit. And you can get right now currently between 5,000 to 100,000. I know there are other line of credit programs out there, but I highly recommend this one because of what the cost of capital is, and it can be less. You can get automatically with payments. And this is something that I can explain more to you in the videos down below. But the best way also to get it is submit this questionnaire if you haven't already. And so you can withdraw the funds whenever you would like to, and you get a revolving line of credits. If you get approved for like 25,000, that example, and you take out 10,000, you only pay the interest on that or the cost of capital on that. And it can be low, it depends on the file. And then you can get a withdrawal fee and all these little things, but the benefit can be much more because you have seasonality changes, cash flow problems, and you can take that money and use it however you would like to, inject it in your business, similarly to what you can use those funds for a lump sum amount. But I won't go into this so specifically. Look for that content down below to view more about it. And this will conclude everything in this video that I wanted to go over. I know this wasn't a traditional sense using a cash advance through your credit card for possible credit personal uses. I did go into it a little bit in terms of what some of those cons can be, like the type of fee might be a bit higher. It can be something you have to pay on immediately if you don't have that capability. And it can be similarly to these cash advances through business loans or through business. And just to be careful of how you're using your credit cards and what limits you have, things like how much of it you're utilizing, how much debt to income are you taking on, and all these things to consider. But again, I know this wasn't a traditional sense, and maybe this is what you came here looking for. You got something else, but hopefully you got value out of this, whether you have a business or not. And again, like I said, if you came here for the other part, hopefully you got value out of this. And if you need help with your business, look down below for those options to get started. And oh, one thing I didn't mention, $450 for the Bank Breezy program. And if you're doing 15,000 and above, that is a 500 plus FICO credit score. So it is bad credit, as this video has stated. And even if you have good credit, there are underwriting guidelines to all of this for a short term, 4 to 24 months. In the Bank Breezy, 4 to 6 months. For the credit line, you get 6 to 9 or even 12 months. And there are other business funding programs out there where you can get a more medium term, more of a longer term. And if these are things you want me to discuss with you, fill out that questionnaire so I can get those funding details from you that are confidential, but at least I have something to go off of instead of just flipping back and forth, email after email or text after text, message after message, where I have everything in one place. And you can get my free 6-step pre-approval lending checklist, and I'll leave those things individually down below. So that is everything from me. If you have not subscribed, please go ahead and do so and click that bell notification icon so you do not miss any future videos. Please give it a thumbs up if you found value out of this, and share this with others who you feel will benefit from it. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please voice them for me down below. There will be more in the description for you to get a hold of me so you can get started there. Talk soon.